imitated person in the world. Every comedian has Donald Trump imitation, everyone. But now you have UFC fighters winning fights, NFL players doing the Trump dance. Yeah. Did you ever think that was going to be a thing?
No, I didn't. I mean, we do these rallies. They've always been great, but they got really great. And it's just, I don't know what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another live stream. I saw this clip. You know, Fox does this thing where they'll release, I guess, snippets of the interview on different days. Trump had his big interview yesterday with Fox News. But this is an interesting clip talking about J.D. Vance and how he doesn't think J.D. Vance is going to be next up, at least not right now. He kind of added a qualifier saying it was very early. I don't know. It's interesting. I can react to the full interview if you guys want, or most of it. What's up, guys? What's going on? When will the altcoins moon? You got to give it a few months, man. It's going to take a little while, it looks like. This is not a good market right now. Well, technically it is a good market based on where Bitcoin is, but there's just got to be more money that gets pumped into it. Brett Baer not to be trusted. I thought he did well in that one, what was that, Kamala interview? Remember when Kamala had an interview with Fox News? He was just saying it's too early to make an endorsement. Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and play this and we'll see.
Do you view Vice President J.D. Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028?
No, but he's very capable. I mean, I don't think that it, you know, I think you have a lot of very capable people. So far, I think he's doing a fantastic job. It's too early. We're just starting.
But by the time you get to the midterms, he's going to be looking for an endorsement.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that this has been the greatest opening, almost 3 weeks, in the history of the presidency.
It's definitely been the fastest and the most stuff
Well,
happening.
we've done so much so fast, and we really had to, because they have really, what they've done to our country is so sad. It's so sad. We're going to be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
Do you view...
Yeah, so he pretty adamantly said no there. I mean, I still think that Vance is very likely to be the guy. To me, it just depends on if Trump wants his son to be next in line, which honestly could happen. It's not likely, but it could happen. You never know with Trump. I think if Trump was younger, he would try and run again 100%. I mean, the context of his term, it depends how well his term goes, but your friend from Iran is having some issues with Trump, man. Have you been seeing that? I mean, what time is it in Iran? Are you trolling me? Long time, man. Glad to see you're still going. Yeah, I'm hanging on by a thread, man. I think dude, you know what? I remember you. I don't know. Was it college football streams? I mean, if it was way back when, it was probably only going to be college football streams. That's basically the only thing I streamed. I think I do recognize you, bro. What's with the Josh Shapiro assassination plot against Trump? Dude, that's got to be fake. Josh Shapiro? Did Josh Shapiro plot Donald Trump's Butler assassination attempt, according to a whistleblower? I don't know, man. That seems impossible, bro. Josh Shapiro involved with the Butler, Pennsylvania assassination attempt. A random whistleblower is saying. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that, bro. You want Tulsi to win, no offense. You don't want JD Vance to be the president. You never know, JD Vance could do something shady to Trump. Well, I mean, JD Vance, it's a respect game. You've got to earn your respect, or you've got to earn the trust from Trump. And the only real way to earn trust is through time. So he's got to show loyalty to Trump. But JD Vance is in a position to where his entire political career is tied around Trump. So Trump has a very good dynamic. Alexander, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Nope, it's got legs. I mean, we'll have to see if something comes up. Dude, that would be I feel like there's no way, but ruin Josh Shapiro's career. Reaction to judge blocking Elon's Doge access sensitive government information. It's a rogue. They call it an activist judge, an activist. Yeah, that'll get appealed again, and I think Elon and Trump will win. People of Iran hate the regime. Well, dude, I mean, you can't be doing anything to Trump. And I'm not even saying you're gonna do something to Trump. I think they would blame it on you guys, though. But who knows? You think he will ultimately endorse Vance? It's just too soon right now. Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit surprised though. He was adamantly saying no. I would have figured he would say, well, it's just too soon for that. But I guess he kind of did. He said nobody's capable. Um, yeah, Vance is very young himself. But also with Vance, it comes down to I think Vance could win over more independents, I guess, or more slightly left wing people than Trump. But is Vance really going to turn out the Trump base? That's the question. I mean, Trump will definitely, if he endorses them, then that'll help. It's really whoever Trump endorses. Was the Super Bowl a complete flop? Yeah, I mean, people are just pissed off about that entire process, just in terms of the halftime show with the rap and all that stuff. People are done with that stuff, man. And the Super Bowl itself was terrible. The Chiefs were always bad throughout the season. They were overrated. They shouldn't have made it. They had a horrible point differential relative to their record. Thoughts on the Super Bowl? It's a bust, man. You know, I've really fallen out of love with the NFL to a degree from when I was younger. And so this season I really wasn't into it. And the fact that the Chiefs were in it again, I don't know, man. It was just a total bust. And I thought the commercials were pretty crappy too. I saw something on social media. It was the top 10 commercials. And it was like Pfizer was in it. Pfizer had one of the 10 best commercials. So I was like, what? Yeah, but they had a commercial about beating cancer. No excuses for Chiefs' performance last night. Mahomes looked like he had a curse on him. Well, honestly, Mahomes hasn't been that great all season, dude. If we're going to be honest, like they had a really good record because of really close, low-scoring wins. So I had the Eagles winning relatively easily, and it was obviously a lot easier than I thought. I mean, they were up 40-6. They were up like 34-0 or something. It was Usher last year, right? That sucked too. Was it Usher? I remember it was some black woman a few years ago, maybe like 3 years ago. The Super Bowl sucked. Thank God Trump was there and they booed the hell out of Taylor Swift. Yeah, well, the Swift fans are trying to cope and say it was just Eagles fans that were booing her, but it was pretty bad and she was pissed off. You could tell when they went to her on the Jumbotron, she was like, "What is going on?" But they're just going to say, well, it's Eagles fans. There were a lot of Eagles fans at that game, apparently. Apparently, Trump left in the second quarter, which I guess is understandable. I was shocked that Trump was the first president to ever go to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's a bit of a security, I guess, thing, but it just surprises me with how the Super Bowl happened, how many Super Bowls there have been. Your professional financial advice. Dude, what did you even send me, bro? Come on. You're sending me like 5 cents. I swear that's 5 cents. Scalp meme coins. No, meme coins, I think, find a community that's established but hasn't been through a bull run yet. So the coin was created preferably either in 2023 or 2024. So it's had some price history. An established community that's had price history that has, obviously the coins are bottoming out right now, but then hold. I would hold. That's really what I would do, dude. The Weekend halftime was decent. That one happened as well. I don't even know who these fucking people are, dude, honestly. Yeah, I kind of know The Weeknd. It's spelled wrong. Maybe Vivek was right. Our culture is trash. Well, I mean, that's different than what Vivek said. I mean, he can be right, but the way he said that and just the connotation of it was really bad, I thought. Did you play baseball when you were younger? Yeah, I did play baseball. I played baseball, basketball, a little bit of football, but not really anything past like 6th grade. I only played like 1 year of tackle football and then I was done. Do you think U.S. aid being cut will weaken the Dems? I mean, you would have to think it's going to weaken them to at least a minor degree. I mean, they still have a massive funding operation, though. I just wonder because it's 0.7% of the budget, and then obviously within that there's a sector that goes to political donations, and apparently 97% of that money was going to Democratic causes. Now, will that really make an impact? I guess we'll see. I think some things are going to get cut, and we're going to be like, "Oh, that's the USA money that was going to that." I mean, it's really disgusting. Any money, any taxpayer money goes to the Democrats. It shouldn't be happening. It's 79 cents. We got to stop with this, man. We really got to stop with this. Dude is sending me 79 cents. It's about 79 cents. Don't spend it all at once. I mean, I appreciate you donating me 79 cents again, man. That's big money. That's huge for a meme coin investment. Best AI stocks. It's really hard. Well, I could put together a good list of AI stocks if I really wanted to. It sucks, dude. Well, actually, you're talking about stocks, not crypto. Well, I don't know about AI stocks, man. AI altcoins, I could put together a decent list, but stocks, I would just say look for up and coming young AI companies that have good partnerships. All the Chiefs fans were booing her as well. She literally tanked the Chiefs' reputation after 2023. Yeah, I know, but that's also like football fans. It's football fans. Bro, you got 9 likes on that? What the hell? There might be I'm surprised you get that many likes for saying that. You sent me 79 cents, you get that many likes. My goodness. Did you see the Central African Republic? Yeah, that dude, I think that had to have been a joke. I saw that. The car coin. Dude, watch this. This coin got destroyed. This is embarrassing. There's no way they launched this. It's at 60 million. It went to almost 1 billion. Oh, I guess it did go slightly over 1 billion. This is what happens to these coins. I mean, there's just nothing to them. Central African Republic. It was an AI thing. It was a troll. Tulsi Gabbard was confirmed. Yeah, I saw someone say that in the stream. Yeah, I saw people wanted Lil Wayne to do it because it's his hometown. That would have been fine. The halftime show. SMCI for AI gonna moon after earnings tomorrow. SMCI. Oh, there's some good there's some good alpha for you, man. You ever gonna change your face cam border? I mean, I don't see the need to, honestly. Maybe if I got a new setup, I guess I'd maybe change it. There's really no need to change it though. Fartnoy, yeah, dude. How about Dave Portnoy? He's getting destroyed with these coins. He doesn't know. Like he thinks he could just like back a coin and it'll go to 1 billion. Bro, it's just based off of how popular you are. And I think he got pissed off because people ended up selling, because that's what happens with Solana coins. They'll go up in like the first 12 hours and they'll just get destroyed. I don't think he really understands. He's like, oh, but it got on to Kraken. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Why is DMAGA tanking? Because Trump's coin launched. So it just... all of the Trump meme coins got destroyed because of the Trump coin launch. It's kind of obvious, though. How low will jail stool go? Yeah, he's lost it. He doesn't really understand the market at all. Like, he thinks he can just say, oh, I'm behind this coin. It'll go to 1 billion. Yeah, that's not how it works, brother. Yeah, he got lambasted a little bit. This thing only even went to like 250 million. This guy needs to get out of this. It's a bad look for him. Any person that's a like really rich, you shouldn't be dabbling in these coins. It just makes you look like a degen. I mean, a lot of us have to do it. We have no choice. Dude, what? I gotta stop this, man. I really have to. I mean, what are you sending me, brother? How could a lobby gain almost full bipartisan? Dude, what are you sending me, though? Can somebody translate that? I think that might be less than 79 cents. You want full bipartisan support? You gotta donate me something different than Zimbabwe quarters, man. Oh, there it is. Sourceless, you've saved me. $5 American. Wow. If JD Vance ends up not being the 2028 nominee, who would your second choice be that you would hope would win? Well, it's very hard to say because a lot of the candidates have not even started their role, in the Trump administration. If it's not going to be Vance, whew, that's hard, man. Because originally you would say, well, maybe Vivek, but Vivek has really fallen off. And I mean, I really wouldn't want Rubio, honestly. I'm just thinking of the top VP options. I mean, I think people would say Rubio, honestly, but I really wouldn't want Rubio. I would want maybe someone. I mean, I wouldn't say Tucker Carlson, but I don't know. It'd probably be someone like that. I mean, I think Tucker's kind of been saying some weird shit, honestly. I understand, there's a lot of people that have this anti, sentiment, and I get it, but it's a little bit strange. Dude, I gotta get new contacts. I'm gonna put on my glasses. Love the sarcasm about Dems in your vlogs. Well, I didn't do a vlog in like years. You mean just the videos? We deserve a Bills, Eagle, Super Bowl. I wanted Bills, Lions, honestly, dude. I wanted Bills, Lions, so I'm a little bit angry. Room temperature, blue Gatorade. Yeah, you're right. It is room temperature. Well, you know what it is nowadays? If I drink it cold, it's just going to be it's just gonna be it's gonna make me freezing because of how cold it is outside. What is it, 20 degrees right now? Jim Jordan would not be the pick, guys. There's no way. It says Gulf of America. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'll go to that. I think I liked it. Yeah, there it is. Dude, I had to go to Google Maps to see it for sure. That is pretty funny. They need to change it on all the maps though. Apparently, the UK is not recognizing it, and these European countries are not recognizing it. Europe is going through a bit of a power trip right now. They're pissed off. There it is. I mean, to be honest, like I never really cared about changing the name, but I mean, it does look more like the Gulf of America. Look at this. It's south of America. It's the Gulf of America. You know, it's more Gulf of America than Gulf of Mexico. You might say it's the Bay of Mexico. You should look into stock options. I'm up 1,400%. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look into that, man. I don't know. It's just it's hard because I need this crypto to do well. What did you think about the refs? I mean, the refs didn't matter. It was a blowout. So the refs really didn't do anything outside of that. Dude, I shaved like right here. I like shaving down like this area, and I cut myself in the shower right on my shoulder. How scared are you of AI in the future, 1 to 10? Well, I think AI might creep up on us a little bit. Like it'll look like not much is progressing, and then bam. I mean, I think everyone has to be scared of AI just because we don't know exactly what it's gonna look like. But I think the common human thought is we're kind of against AI just because it's inhuman. Even though technically AI can do a lot of jobs that humans don't like to do, like grunt work. But at some point, they're going to get advanced models to where the AI is going to they're going to start doing significantly more advanced things, and it becomes a different way of life for human beings when that happens. And it probably already will be, just when they start introducing the droids. Eagles going back to back. I mean, I guess it's possible. Eagles are a good team. Normally I say back to backs normally never happen, but the Chiefs did it. No way Trump wants someone else to run. What, for president? Well, I mean, it comes down to his age, man. He's just too old. I mean, you're gonna run when you're 83. It's just not. It just can't happen. It's just not going to. I mean, unless Trump somehow just decides to just defy aging. Did you just leak your burner? I don't even use this account for anything other than just liking tweets. What about term limits? Yeah, I mean, the people not elected agree there should be term limits, but all the old people in Congress don't want there to be term limits. So it's something that's going to eventually change, and there will be term limits, and there need to be term limits, for a certain age. I mean, it's common sense, but everyone agrees that it's just there's old people that don't obviously want to keep power. Iraq Sesame Street. Yeah, they funded that. Oh man. That was one of the funding things from USAID, Iraq, Sesame Street, Iran, sex change surgeries. He looks good for his age. I've seen people saying Trump had a stroke. Is there any truth to that? I never heard that. But no, I mean, he obviously does look good for his age because he just hasn't aged recently. I mean, he wears a lot of makeup and stuff, but it is pretty impressive. Trump got 100 million from Maram Addison. He is not America First stance on anything remotely related to Israel. Israel will get all they want. Yeah, I'm concerned about his stance with Israel. It doesn't seem to be very good. It seems like Israel kind of controls Trump, unfortunately. I mean, who knows though? It could be a negotiation, but that might be coping. I mean, we'll have to see what Trump does with Israel, but it doesn't seem very good right now. Senator Coons was going to die on that hill for Iraq Sesame Street. Iraq Sesame Street. I think Trump's Israel stuff has not been good. I mean, there's no denying it. But I mean, this is kind of how these people operate. These older people. This is the dynamic. There's a lot of simping for Israel, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I think both Israel and Palestine have serious problems, but yeah, I saw him say that about the hostages. Trump said that if the human hostages aren't released by Saturday at noon, then all hell is going to break loose. We were definitely funding P Hub or some shit with USAID. Yeah, probably adult content. Israel doesn't control Trump. He's trying to broker a deal fast. He's got 4 years to get the deal done and end a war forever. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, man, but it doesn't look very good when he says that he's going to annex area and send U.S. troops in to help facilitate it for, I mean, it's basically for Israel. No, but I know what you're saying. He wants to end it quickly. But it's not a very good look. It just doesn't, it seems like he went from one opinion pre getting into the White House, and now he's got a completely different opinion. And look, I understand it. The Gaza Strip is kind of a like, what do you really do with the Gaza Strip at this point? It can't be a part of a two-state solution because it's just they're just going to go to war again. But I mean, then you're just caving to Israel there. Did you watch the Sean Ryan podcast with Linda? Yeah, I watched that. She was talking about the Kamala bullshit, like behind the scenes. Republicans really don't want more Dem voters taking Canada, would be adding another California. I know. I'm shocked liberals don't want that. Liberals would. That I've never. I'm surprised they're not asking Trump. You understand when you're talking about the 51st state, it's gonna be. It's they're gonna vote if they're a state. Like that's a big problem for Republicans. But I think Trump thinks like well, if we give them things, if we make it worth their while to join us, then maybe some of them will become more Republican. He's reassuring Israel the end of U.S. aid won't hurt. Well, Israel was never tied to that, dude. Remember, Israel was always an exemption anyways when he cut off foreign funding. Israel and Egypt, and I think he's threatening Egypt now if they don't take Palestinians. From what I saw, he's threatening to cut off Egypt's funding. Hate him for taking neocon stance for Israel. No, I agree. I think we got to criticize him for Israel. There's no denying it. That's fine. You know, you can't just kiss up to Trump. But I mean, Trump has done a lot of good things, but the Israel stance has not looked good. I understand he wants to end it, but there is a lot of Israel first type stuff going on. The war will never end. It may get paused for a time, but not end. These religions have been at war for thousands of years. Well, yeah, that's why he's trying to relocate. He's literally physically trying to relocate people. That's to try and stop it so it doesn't happen. Have you guys seen this? There's like a 2.3% chance that an asteroid, like what is this? They're calling this an asteroid, the asteroid 2024. I guess that's when it got discovered. There's a 2% chance it hits in 2032. And it looks like these are the areas it could hit. It looks like I'm safe. Looks like I'm safe and sound from this asteroid. I don't know about the effect it has, though. Mostly over the ocean there. Maybe Africa. Yeah, I think they're just like, oh, it got upgraded from a 1.9% chance to a 2.3% chance of hitting. You want Canada to be a part of the United States, not a part of. Yeah, I want it to be a way, either a territory. I don't even want it to be a territory, just because then they're gonna want to become a state. I just stay away from it. Or you take the northern territories, but that's I don't think that's gonna happen either. You think Trump coin will go up again? Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible, it's not a good time in the market right now. I'm sure it'll go up eventually, but the question is, how much will it go up, and is it really worth anyone's while? I don't think it is. I mean, it looks like it's bottoming out. It's like in an accumulation zone. It looks like. When more coins get dumped in, like this coin, even if all the coins were circulated, I wouldn't buy it because it'd be at 16 billion. But I mean, it could go to like 200 billion. Pretty interesting about the meteor. Yeah, I mean, who knows with this type of stuff, but I did see that. Have 4 states, Western Canada. Yeah, I mean, you're trying to divvy it up in the Republican areas, I know, but it just doesn't work that way. I think Quebec would want to be their own country anyways, though, dude. Yeah, Quebec will fight for independence. They've always wanted to be independent. Don't understand the point of shitcoins. Well, if you properly time shitcoins and you hold for a while, you could make a shitload of money. I mean, I could give you examples. I mean, you can make some serious money, but it certainly is, especially with where the market is right now. It's a total shit show. And I really wish a lot of these celebrities would just stop doing this. But now it doesn't even matter because it's not even like they're really affecting the market. It's just annoying. You lost a bit on Trump coin, but holding on. Well, when did you enter it? Like $40? Musk is considering Ron Paul to audit the Fed. Yeah, I saw that. I think that's kind of the people's pick, honestly, from the Republican side. Polymarket, Meteor. Yeah, I highly doubt it. You want to know why? Because it's 2032. Ceasefire canceled by next Saturday or this Saturday, 13% chance. Trump negative approval before May, 46% chance. What is this based off of, though? Oh, of course, it's based off of 538's aggregate. Yeah. Man, it's gonna be May soon. I guess I guess that's good. Mass population relocation, 2025, 14% chance. NASDAQ tanked. Well, I mean, every coin, if you're talking about crypto, every coin tanked. I don't know if you're talking about the crypto NASDAQ or the actual NASDAQ. But I mean, everything tanks. You just got to hold on. It's really not anymore. Support is like 30% at the moment, despite nationalists starting to rise up again in Quebec. Oh, I guess it's calmed down a little bit there for them being independent. Yeah, I mean, dude, the only thing I would do with Canada is it would be British Columbia, and then the three territories is what. I mean, I don't think that the United States should be interested in the entire, like, acquiring all of that, well, the population mainly, more so than land. But if we could take the three territories, we could cover any entry point into North America basically in British Columbia. Then you can connect Alaska to the lower 48. But I mean, even that is like, it just seems like there's no way that's ever gonna happen. What's up, Paxton? What's up, man? Elon suggests deporting Palestinians to Mars. That would be costly. That might cost a little bit of money. Gonna start a YouTube channel where you react to my videos. Maybe a couple more reaction channels. Well, reaction channels, I don't know, man. I know some people, they have successful reaction channels. It seems pretty hard, though, man. Country chopped up, forget it. It's all or nothing for Canada. Well, I mean, I think based off of where the population is located, you could chop it up a bit. I mean, you could take a decent area of Canada and only acquire like 200,000 people just because it's so sparsely populated. The problem is you really just don't want all those people. Greenland would be cheaper. Well, I think Greenland is different entirely. I think Greenland could happen. Canada, I don't think can happen. Do you like pineapple on pizza? No, I don't. Well, we didn't expect to see Gulf of America on Google Maps. Yeah, I understand, but that had nothing to do with acquiring land. But that is pretty funny. Can the IRS really be abolished? Depends what they replace it with. You aware of the X account that would shit on you, literally dedicated to ending you? Yeah, that's account's been around for a while. I don't know who it is. Maybe just some random person. Maybe a random liberal. I'm Canadian and I'd vote Republican. Well, yeah, but you're probably in Alberta. We occupied Greenland in World War II. Well, yeah, that's why we have a military base in Greenland. We did control Greenland in World War II because Denmark was occupied by Germany at the time in like 1943. It wasn't one of Hitler's original land grabs. I think they grabbed it later on in the war when they were retreating. I don't remember. Bro, what are you talking about with pizza, man? You're Australian and would vote to be a state for the United States? Australia's interesting. What is Australia left wing? I think Australia is left wing. I think Alberta wants to join us because interprovincial trade barriers, so it's easier to trade with Americans. I think they would want to join us mainly because they probably. I mean, America is more right wing than Canada. Canada is just a left wing country. The United States is a lot more. Well, I don't know about a lot more, but it is more right wing. You know, even in the Republican Party in Canada is like more center, I would say. So if you have a specific province that's right wing in a country that is basically fully left, and you've got another country that's more powerful, it would make a lot more sense to join that country. And yeah, Alberta, I think, is number one in terms of natural resources out of any of the provinces, or even the territories in Canada. And I think Saskatchewan is number two. Do you play C? I don't know what that is, man. Baby oil pumping hard. That's not even a coin, bro. Probably is. There's a coin for everything. Do you think the world would be better if ruled by one country, a one world government? Yeah, that would bring us all peace. That would be the total ultimate dystopia. Australia seems to be swinging back more to the right. Well, they had that COVID situation, yeah, with all those like camps that was really bad. Juan, what's up, man? What's going on? Thought I on Kanye's comments. It doesn't surprise me. Kanye, he'll do this thing like once a year or so. One world government is end of time stuff. Yeah, it's like a robotic society. That's what I would say on it. It's like the society we're all living through like a ready. Ready Player One type thing. No word on JFK Files. Well, I mean, they'll come out when they come out. I'm just concerned they'll be censored anyways. Kanye just promoting his album. I don't know. I don't know if that's it, man. You want to see the Epstein files? I think a lot of people do. I'm a little bit concerned on Trump releasing those. Let's hope he does. How come you stopped with sports after grade 6? I mean, I played baseball to like grade 10, maybe grade 11. I don't know, man. What did you think of the commercials during the Super Bowl? I thought they were pretty. They were busts. I didn't think the commercials were very good, honestly. Trump should claim Monroe Doctrine to get Greenland. He really can't do that. I mean, unless there was influence from like Canada or Russia or another country, that he really can't claim that. I should have noticed enough to sympathize with Kanye. I mean, dude, come on. I understand the type of I come on, dude. It's just degeneracy. Come on. Epstein files will never get released. You guys are delusional. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's real iffy on if they get released, honestly, because Trump really has been pretty wishy washy on it. You think Bryce Mitchell has a point when he talks about Hitler being good before he got on meth? Well, I think that Hitler was on several drugs even in the mid 1930s. Before he invaded everyone and went crazy, he was actually good for Germany pre-war. There's been a lot of talk on World War II for sure. I mean, there's no denying Germany was built up very significantly in a short amount of time. Is Kanye a member of the KKK? I think Kanye is mainly trolling, trying to get a reaction. I mean, when you start tweeting out some of the stuff, the videos he was tweeting out, it's like, all right, you just can't take it seriously. Watch the Vance versus Walls debate again. Couldn't stop laughing at Walls. I remember that debate. I remember them being very cordial with each other. They were. I just remember that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Walls is a total clown. They really picked the wrong VP for. I mean, he's way too feminine. I mean, when you have a ticket like that, you have to balance it. You're balancing a female with a feminine male. Who thinks that's a good idea? AD already hurt. Yeah, I saw. Dude, AD had like, I want to say like 23 points, 14 rebounds in the first half or some shit. I was like, whoa, those like that's some pretty crazy stats. But and then he got injured in the third quarter. Are there classified 9/11 files? Of course there are. There's a lot of classified 9/11 files. And I think Trump was said he was going to release them at some point. He said that like before the election, but they really haven't talked about it. Fuentes is crashing out on Kai Cenat for canceling the Kanye stream. Yeah, that relationship dynamic there is just odd, man. I don't know. I remember when Fuentes and Kanye went around, and it was just like it was just weird to see that. It just kind of seemed like he was just following Kanye. Yeah, Luka's debut is tonight. I see. I thought he was gonna play on Saturday, but well, I think the problem with the Epstein files being released is there's so many big people involved. It's gonna be hard to pry those out. There's when you have that many big people potentially involved in it, and with the connections that they have, I don't know. And like Trump really is not involved in it. I mean, you can go back to the history of Trump and Epstein, and trust me, if Trump was involved in it, the liberals would find out. They would 100% find out, unless it's like they're all in it as well. Which I mean, Bill Clinton, has ties to it. I don't know how many others, but I don't know. I feel like they would have found that out. But I mean, it could be people that Trump has a relationship with. You don't know. Hate how much glazing people are doing for Kendrick. Really, I saw a lot of people hate on Kendrick Lamar. They were just like, nobody even knows these songs. But my timeline is mainly conservative, so it doesn't really surprise me. What's a good coin to invest on Coinbase? I would say SPX 6900 or Mogcoin. They're a little bit higher caps though, so you're probably not going to get. Well, you might still get like a 30 or 40x. I mean, they're pretty low right now for where they were. Yeah, this is a good investment window, I would say, man, for sure right now. Why is Kanye letting his wife dress naked? Yeah, I don't know, man. That's odd. I really can't say anything about that. I mean, it's just an attention-seeking move, I guess. Do more crypto vids. I mean, I was thinking of doing one today. I don't know, man. They just don't get that many views, honestly. It's just because my algorithm is not catered to like crypto, so they're not going to be pushed very well, and the click-through rate's going to be really bad because people are expecting politics from me. That's just kind of what is happening to those. Do you think Netanyahu has leverage on Trump? Well, any Israeli leader is going to have leverage on the United States because of their lobbying network. They have a crazy lobbying operation where they control a lot of the congressmen. And then obviously, I'm sure Trump has his own separate deals with them. YouTube still has hate speech policies. Yeah, YouTube is probably never going to be like X is right now. YouTube, you can definitely still get banned. I feel like YouTube is a little bit less strict. I don't know. But they were definitely a lot more strict in like 2022, it feels like. SpaceX launches in 1.5 hours. Trump is signing executive orders. Biden spent $40 million to rename Fort Bragg. Political correctness. Wait, how does it cost $40 million to rename something?
There it is. Pursuant to the authority of the Secretary of Defense, Title 10, United States Code, Section 113, I direct the Army to change the name of Fort Liberty, North Carolina to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. That's right, Bragg is back.
Alvin Bragg? They want to they want to honor him. Do you plan on watching spring football? No, I don't watch that stuff, honestly, man. Thoughts on Trump bringing back plastic straws? I mean, plastic straws were already coming back before Trump did that, honestly. I was already seeing, even during, the past few years, a lot of people were switching back to plastic straws. It cost $40 million to rename it. Gulf of America on Google Maps. I know. I saw earlier today. I had to go to Google Maps. I can't go to it because I had doxed myself, but yeah. Tulsi 99% chance, RFK 99% chance. Oh, Tulsi already got confirmed. that Vance tweet. Cooper DeJean anytime touchdown. Wait, what is this?
Why are you so afraid of transparency? Why are you bothered by the fact that Elon Musk is attempting to expose all of this fraudulent spending? What is that about?
Look at her.
What is the problem here?
Why
What
is she
is the
laughing?
problem with transparency? Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Senator Warren, I just want to answer a question. How did you get a $12 million net worth on a $200,000 salary in Congress?
Show me your voter ID.
Excuse me.
How did
Look
you
at
do
this
that? You don't
girl.
keep trying to block my camera. We're on a public sidewalk, so... Get off of me. So
A mask one comes in.
Doge, that's such a problem to you. You just elbowed me, Senator. I got that on camera.
Excuse us. Thank you.
Wait, she
I got
elbowed
that
you?
on- just elbowed me, Senator. That's such a problem to you. You just elbowed me. So you don't want to answer that question. What is it about Doge that's such a problem to you? You just elbowed me.
Assault. She elbowed the dude. She elbowed the reporter. Where's your voter ID? Dude, what if they just started harassing these Democrats? Show me your voter ID. You remember they were like banging on the let us in, we're here to spend your money. We're here to spend your money. We have to approve of a transgender operation in friggin' Afghanistan. Luxury for migrants. Oh, yes. The migrants need a luxurious 5-star hotel. That was an elbow. Apparently, she's getting charged. She'll be in prison. You can't be elbowing people. Come on. Do you think there is a worse NFL scoreboard in NFL history than the Fox scoreboard? I don't know, man. I mean, it's a simple look, you know? I mean, I'm not a fan of what they've done with the scoreboards personally, just because I like when they have more detailed graphics, but I know what they're going for. They're going for a simplistic look. Elbow gate. That's a $2 million lawsuit. You know what, Elizabeth? We'll just settle for $5,000 worth of Solana so I can buy a meme coin. Yeah, the scoreboard design was really weak. I mean, that's just what they wanted to go with, though. That was on purpose. Do you see your YouTube as a career for yourself for a long term? I don't know, man. It's hard to really gauge that, you know. At some point, I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break. I think for like a week or so. Trump didn't go to prison for 34 felonies. She's not going to prison for that. Well, listen, if Trump got 34 felonies for what he did, that would be about 500 felonies for that. That was 100 times worse than what Trump did. That was disgusting. I mean, you can't be assaulting people like that. Trump took, gave money to a lady to quiet her down and she didn't shut up. If anything, Trump should be suing. What'd you do before YouTube? I worked mainly in lands, like at a growery place. It's a real peaceful job, but only for like a summer. I really don't have much job experience, honestly. I just really did I just went into YouTube, honestly. I'm waiting on my meme coins. Yeah, dude, I'm just holding my meme coins. This market though is terrible. I mean, when you've got stuff like this going, but I mean, it's not even just this. It's just State of Solana. 1 penny. Really, 1 penny? Central African Republic. Coke on Solana. I did see this coin trending. And it decided to take off. Yeah, a bunch of guys probably just decided to pump it, make some money. So what about Trump and Gaza? What's up there? Well, Trump is bending the knee to Israel, it looks like, but we'll have to see. I mean, we don't know it for sure. Trump is the victim in that case. Yeah, Trump was actually the victim. If you think about it, he was. I mean, he paid a woman to be quiet and she talked. I mean, that is true. The January 6th rioters did way worse than that. What should happen to them? Well, I think we saw what happened to them. You're right, they did. They killed 0 people, and the inauguration of Biden didn't get delayed at all. You're right. They were so terrible. They were horrible. And I think we know what happened to them. Elizabeth Warren just committed a crime that was way worse than what any of those January 6th rioters did. That was disgusting what I just saw. We can't have violence like that. See, January 6th is one thing, but when Elizabeth Warren does what she just did, I mean, that was assault that I never saw during January 6th. I watched all the videos. I was on the Jan 6 subcommittee telling Liz Cheney what was going on and helping her. If Reddit was banned, where would libs go? Blue Sky. Yeah, they'd go to Blue Sky for sure. One cop died from his injuries. Well, no, when you retroactively count deaths that happen after the fact, it doesn't. That's not how things are done. You don't count deaths retroactively after the fact and say 3 months later someone died, so it goes to the event to try and make it look worse. That's not something that can be done. That's another thing they try to do to make it a worse event. Trump imposes 25% tariffs on steel. Against which country? No officer died from any injuries. Well, they got to make stuff up. They got to make stuff up to feel better. Mark, what's up, man? What do you like better, Target or Walmart? Normally, I only go to Target. I mean, Walmart is cheaper, but the Walmarts are not upkept. They're a lot more dirty than the Targets. Loading up on Litecoin? You're joking. What if Elon bought Blue Sky? There would be a revolt. But I mean, there's no reason to buy Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a literal rip-off version. If you go to Blue Sky, there was a tweet that took, or it was like a post, I guess, on Blue Sky. I clicked on it, and it looked so much like just a knockoff version. It's like the Chinese version of X. Hoard your eggs. Yeah, eggs have got to go down at some point. Daniel, what's up, bro? No more free hotels and food stamps. I don't know. He's getting this free Wi-Fi from somewhere. All right, man. We're having fun. But I mean, your free Wi-Fi is going to be shut off tonight, sir. You made a mistake of buying Litecoin, not doing it. Litecoin it's not something that you should be buying, man. It's really not. Sam Bankman-Fried, you're joking. He launched the coin from prison. He rugged people from prison. Nah, it's a fake. It's not him. Like LTC to 1K, look at the news. Dude, I bought LTC in 2017. I'm not kidding. I did buy it in 2017. Look up Josh Shapiro Trump and read the article. Yeah, I mean, I saw it. Someone else told me about it. I mean, I find it hard to believe, man. Whistleblower comes forward with criminal complaint that links PA Governor Josh Shapiro to the Trump assassination attempt in Butler. Did you see the connection claims? Yeah, I saw that. Tesla to $1,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, Tesla's going to do very good because of the Elon influence involved. You know, he's going to give them good. Elon's in the government, so they're going to get some special advantages, I'm sure. Just looked up, Jack Dorsey founded Blue Sky. Yeah, he did. But I mean, I don't think he wanted it to become what it became. The problem is, like, with Musk taking over Twitter, it becomes more just the dynamic of it. All the liberals went to Blue Sky, and now it's just the liberal echo chamber. All right. We PP. We're roasting this dude. All right, man. You have fun at I don't know, does Hassan still stream or did he get banned for the terrorist thing? I think he still streams. Go be a moderator there, brother. Dude, why do you hate? You're obsessed with the stock market, bro. I see you always talking about it. You talking about Tesla? I'm not investing into Tesla, but it'll probably do very well with the current situation. Don't get why people come on here if they're not Trump supporters, not Republicans. Well, I mean, you know, you don't really have to be a Trump supporter, but a lot of it's attention seeking. All the libs crying over penny getting canceled is so funny considering no one uses it. There's no way liberals are actually crying over the penny. That would be something that you would think they would want. I can't see people getting angry over the penny. Are they imagine they like do they do TikTok videos and they've got like pennies, like they're crying pennies. Pennies are just rolling down their faces. Elon tweeted today about the judges. Yeah, they're activist judges. One today threatening to put Elon and federal employees in jail if they don't stop auditing. Well, they're gonna need to really get put in their place. They're gonna have to appeal it again. You're not gonna stop this administration from doing what it wants. This is all legal. This is all fine. Just get it done. Elon and Trump are the two most powerful people in this country. They're going to get it done. A lot of talk on Canada. Are we seriously back to Canada being the 51st state? Because I saw something about that earlier today. I heard Canada's pissed off and they want to start a war with the United States. Is that what you're talking about? Trump just signed an executive order banning paper straws. Well, he said he was going to do it. He said a few days ago he was going to do it. Is there a gender gap in politics for your generation? Well, gap, what do you mean? I mean, certainly young people, listen, men are going to be Republican, women, especially with younger, it's even crazier because the college girls, they're all liberals. Yeah, I mean, most of the girls are liberals. Most of the guys are conservative, I would say, if that's what you're talking about. And a lot of, 20, 30 years ago, a lot of the girls didn't really care about politics, but now it's this, they all care about it. It's all this TikTok liberal, socialist, communist generation. So yeah, there's a lot of, the dudes are mainly conservative. %40 of your net worth is in pennies. Well, you should melt it down. You'll make more money that way. Do you think liberal men are more feminine? Yeah, look at Tim Walz. Why'd you make that video private? That was, that was like filmed near my home a little bit, so you can understand, I'm sure. Trump wants Canada, said that yesterday again. Yeah, I know. Did Trump kill crypto? I think the Melania coin really hurt crypto, but I mean, there's other things at play rather than just that coin launch of his. You asked your liberal friends if tariffs are so detrimental to U.S. citizens, why do countries put retaliatory tariffs against us? No answer. Well, I think their answer would be, oh, nobody wins in a trade war. But no, you are right, and that is something that you can very easily say to them. Because Canada is already pledged. They're just going to put a bunch of retaliation tariffs onto the United States. So it's like, well, and then that's the whole logic is tariffs only hurt the country, only hurt the United States. It just doesn't make any sense. Otherwise, Trump wouldn't be doing it. They obviously help. All right, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I had to piss, man. The thing is, when I drink this, it's if I'm drinking something, I'm gonna have to piss after like an hour or so, pretty much every time. Yeah, what about this South African stuff? Viewers dropping like a rock. Well, that's what happens when you leave. It's you really can't do anything about it. Launch a meme coin. That would be. If there's any meme coins of me, then it's some scammer. It's not me. Make me some hot cocoa. I had some hot chocolate a few days ago. Fox interview was edited. The Trump one, well, of course it's going to be edited. What executive orders did Trump sign today? Banning paper straws. I believe that was the executive order. Yeah, what is this? This does not look good. I mean, why are you pointing a gun in a crib? I guess protocol. Do you think Taylor's gonna dump Travis and write a song about it? I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. They've been together for a little while now. Papa, thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. MNDY shop to $70 today. Yeah, I know that's a crazy pick. I saw this pick. I was like, what? The baby might be armed. What's my favorite game? Like a video game, I'd probably say my favorite all-time game was probably Black Ops 1. Trudeau got caught on a hot mic talking about Trump wanting Canada and how he wants to absorb Canada. Trudeau did? Yeah, it does look like good album art. Another plane crash on the ground in Arizona. Was it a small plane? Trudeau manufacturing a crisis. I mean, does it really matter though? Trudeau's already gone. You know what? You know what? You might be onto something, because Trump doing this has seemingly helped the Liberal Party in Canada. I don't know why. But now the Liberal Party thinks they have a chance to win the election that's happening. Isn't the election happening in October? Private jet. There's been a lot of aviation problems here. There has been a lot. Can't find SPX 6900 on Coinbase. I think it's on Coinbase, bro. There's no way it's not. Oh man, it's rebounding. Yeah, it's rebounding a little bit. You know what? It's on Coinbase Wallet then. Do you have Coinbase Wallet? Yeah, it'll be on Coinbase Wallet, or just Kraken. I mean, Kraken is an easy centralized exchange that's on. Just use Kraken. Well, listen, not financial advice, but you could just use Kraken or use Coinbase Wallet. Or you could just use Phantom because it's bridged on Solana as well. Trump wants Alberta. I know Alberta is huge in terms of resources. But he wants the entire state. That becomes an issue in terms of voting. That's the problem. Rumors have it the election could be mid-April or early May. Is that because Trudeau? Just verified, yes. Gulf of America on Google Maps. Yeah, I looked it up at like this afternoon and saw it. Or I don't know, whenever it came out, like 6 o'clock. What got you into politics, bro? Just interest. Mainly the first Republican debate in 2015 at Quicken Loans Arena. But even before then, it was a little bit, I was kind of interested, but 2015. Doug Ford is just Canadian tampon Tim. Well, yeah, it's a really weird dynamic to see these liberals have some type of like sense of nationalism to their country because they're liberal, and you would think that's like the antithesis of what they believe. You know, like they believe in open borders. They believe that anyone can be Canadian. Some immigrant from Guatemala is now a Canadian because he's been in the country for 5 hours. I mean, that's what they believe. But now suddenly America's going to invade, and we're all Canadian. So it's like they do this weird shift. Whatever happened to the drones? Well, the drones were some type of military operation looking for some nuclear waste. I mean, honestly, I don't know, but that's probably what it was. Or it was a test of the general public to see how the general public would react. Why did Josh Shapiro try to kill Trump? I mean, if that's true, dude, that's something crazy. I'm gonna have to do a video on that tomorrow. But I mean, we knew that that was ridiculous, just in the way that that kid was able to get to the roof and just the Secret Service. It's just it's not feasible. Yeah, dude, I saw about Macron's wife being a man. I mean, I haven't looked too deep into it. I don't know. Like, how do you even? How are they going to prove that? Are they just going to take a picture of her naked or something and you get it verified? I mean, I know Candace Owens is doing like a 6-part series on it. I know. Big Balls. Yeah, the Big Balls coin is tanked. It went down to 3 million. Big Balls, the American Patriot. American Patriot. American hero. Crypto millionaire. See, what is going on with my computer, man? Oh, but wait, that's on Ethereum. Oh, no, not like this. Not like this. Big balls, big boy. Yeah, here, guys, here's 1 cent. This coin is called 1 cent. And it's worth it's worth 0.2 of a cent. It's gonna be worth 1 cent soon. 1 cent. This was a great investment of mine back here. Just let it roll. Just have a nice little investment around 15,000. Let it go to 3 million. Do a little hold. Sounds like deep state stuff. Oh, of course. Can AI detect that to see if they're trans? I don't know, man. I think it depends on bone structure. Streaming any shows at the moment? No, I normally never do that. I mean, the only thing I used to watch shows on Netflix. That was it. It was so funny watching the female anchors on cable say big balls. Yeah. And they did it at multiple networks. CNN, I know. They did that on purpose because they wanted to delegitimize, Elon and stuff. It didn't work. Maxine Waters. Yeah, did you see she was asking for an ID? Now they want the ID. Do they want voter ID though? What about voter ID? $377,000 members endorse Kash Patel. Huh. Trudeau leaves March 9th as Prime Minister. How are we doing tonight, Metal? I'm doing all right, man. Liberals are seriously bashing Trump why prices aren't down. Well, Trump's working on it. It takes time. It takes a long time to undo this just mismanagement of funds by liberal leaders, and so it's the economy will be very good in a year. It takes time to do this. Would Trump ever get rid of taxes on crypto like Puerto Rico? Dude, the taxes on crypto are brutal. I know he's getting rid of the gains tax, but I don't know. Is that like the question is, does that apply? Because it's like coins in America, in the United States. Well, I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that, see if that applies. Hopefully it does, because the gains tax is crazy. Capital gains tax. You live in Florida? Yep, now it's the Gulf of America. It really does make sense for it to be the Gulf of America. You look at the maps, it's just, it fits more. What happened to taking over the Panama Canal? Well, go back and watch a video I did on that. The last video I did on that, I explain it. And Trump may still want to do it, but Trump already got Panama to rip up their diplomatic agreement with China, which was China using soft power to influence the canal by buying the surrounding ports. But I don't know if they're going to have to sell the ports. That's kind of the next step. Remember, Rubio visited Panama, and that's when that all happened. He got him to rip up the agreement, or they're not going to re-sign the agreement. It's part of the Belt and Road Initiative, which is basically just China using soft power throughout the world. See, that's actual soft power. They said that U.S. aid was soft power to promote democracy. Well, number one, it really doesn't matter whether you promote democracy or not, especially these poor countries. It's kind of irrelevant a lot of the times, because what is the country going to do with democracy? It's just like, they're so poor. If you were to actually utilize soft power, you should build up infrastructure in the countries and stuff, and that's what China does with Africa. I'm sure you guys know about that. They basically mine in these African countries, and it's supposed to be a good deal for both parties, but China ends up getting a bunch of it. I mean, we want to do that with Greenland, but we would be acquiring Greenland. It's different. Gulf of America. That's the first change, but that's the first territorial expansion. It's called nautical miles, like in the ocean. It's you claim the territory. No, we didn't claim the territory, but it is kind of funny to see it change. What did you think about Philly smacking Kansas City? I mean, I wasn't surprised, honestly. Kansas City was a paper tiger all year. Murkowski to vote for Tulsi. Yeah, I mean, I think someone told me she already got confirmed. Did you see what happened to Mark Cuban meme coin? No. Did Cuban launch one? Or is that just a fake one that they launched just to try and, like, mimic him? Because I know Cuban said he was going to launch one, but he never did. Unless he just did tonight. Do you think Trump will be able to pull off eliminating income tax? It's just hard because Trump has such a short time, period of time to do this. But he would have to. I mean, I think he could pull it off. It just depends on how many countries you have to tariff, because you would have to tariff a decent amount to generate the amount of revenue to make up for the amount that's lost in revenue from the income taxes, which is about $2 trillion. Now, you could also cut the spending, which I know everyone says they want to do and it never ends up happening. But he's obviously got the strategy with the tariffs where he thinks the tariffs are just going to generate the money to where, even if the tariffs cause an early increase in terms of the price of things because it has to be produced in the United States, especially if you eliminate income tax, that's going to be a huge benefit. It's going to give people a lot more spending money. It's going to infuse the economy with more money overall. And obviously it'll raise Trump's approval rating significantly if he was able to do that. But I mean, it just comes down to like a balancing act. How are you going to generate, whether it's like 1.5 or $2 trillion worth in tariffs? I mean, that's why Trump is talking about doing the tariffs, because our two biggest trading partners are Mexico and Canada. The problem is they do retaliation tariffs, and it becomes a bit of a mess. Gulf of America is a very neutral. Yeah, it is very neutral because, North and South America, it kind of makes sense. National copium reserves are running low. Too many seethings leftists. Yeah, we're running out of copium. We're going to have to go mine some more. What's a good place to go mine some more copium? I think we got to go to Los Angeles. Maybe Connecticut. Connecticut's just a liberal cesspool. Maybe Delaware. Maybe Washington, D.C. What in the hell is that, bro? What do you want me to answer some bullshit like that? You give me a homework problem. You giving me homework tonight. This is not something I like. SpaceX launch over, mission successful. Thoughts on Kendrick Lamar halftime? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that type of stuff, man. You know, that's not good stuff, man. Come on, that's degenerate behavior. It's not good. Portland, yeah, Portland, Oregon is brutal. Your brother lives in Connecticut. There are lots of conservatives. Well, there's probably a decent amount. There's a decent amount of conservatives anywhere, but I know Connecticut's pretty far left. So what happens when the next president comes in? They just rename it to Gulf of Mexico. No, Trump's actually put in a law that prevents it being changed back. It's called a provisionary maneuver. So liberals are not going to be able to change it back within a 50-year span. Do you fully trust Elon? Well, you can't fully trust Elon. I mean, I don't know Elon well enough. I think Elon, because of the position he's in, is not going to harm the United States in a significant way. That's what I think. But Elon has had the stuff with the H-1Bs. I mean, it's very clear there's a difference in value in terms of the citizens we have in the United States. I think Elon is very obsessed with his companies being valued high, which does help the United States in the general sense. But if you're looking to, at immigration to bring in more immigrants into this country, and your main objective is to raise your net worth, I think that's bad. But I mean, that's obviously a multi-billionaire. How the fuck did that guy survive the collapse of the South Tower in the stairwell? That's it. Well, didn't multiple people survive in that stairwell? That was the only remaining area. Well, a lot of the tridents were still standing, because they were like anchored into the ground, the tridents, when it came down. But yeah, that stairwell, that block of area was, and I don't think it was just one dude. I think it was multiple people that survived in that stairwell. Where's the ranking on the new scoreboard? All time? Probably pretty low. I mean, it's just so simplistic. It would be pretty low, honestly. And that's not just being a prisoner of the moment, because everyone says they hate the new scoreboards and stuff when they come out, but how come Apple hasn't changed their map yet? I'm sure they will, honestly. But I thought you said you had Elon's phone number. What if I had Elon's phone number and I was like, please launch a meme coin and tell me the contract beforehand? I'd be a multi-billionaire overnight. What if Elon's like, yeah, I'll launch a meme coin and I'll tell like 30 people the contract address? What Vivek said was relatively mild. I'm surprised by the backlash. Yeah, but you have to understand, in a situation like that, what Vivek said was pretty trashy, honestly. I mean, you're calling white people lazy. Come on. Like, obviously, people are going to get more lazy. That's just what happens through evolution. Things get easier. People are going to get lazier. I don't know what to say. Like, the country, we're in a different place. We're not going to force our kids to study 24/7. It's a different culture here. Yeah, kids should learn and do better in school. I agree, but I mean, he's like comparing us to China and saying we need to change our culture like that. It's the amount of debris they must have been breathing would have been yeah, the amount of sheer debris. People don't realize the amount of debris that just came down in such a short time from those towers. It's just insane. Did you see the T-Wolves majority ownership has switched to Alex Rodriguez? I didn't see that, but I know they're trying to build a new arena, or at least they were. The last update I saw. Thoughts on Fartnoy? That I would not buy a single coin that Dave buys, man. I mean, it doesn't seem like he really knows a lot about crypto. He got really angry and started like spazzing out because his jail stool coin wouldn't go to $1 billion. It didn't even go to like 300 million. He just doesn't. I mean, he's probably gonna sell it, dude. He said he was gonna sell it anyways, from what I saw. Yeah, he's flipping out. He doesn't really understand how Solana works. He should. These celebrities need to just stay out. If you're already a rich celebrity, just stay out. Or what you should do. I mean, he just doesn't know enough about the crypto in general to be fiddling around with this stuff. It's just not. It doesn't help anyone. If there's someone that's rich that wants to have fun, there's definitely ways to have fun with a coin. But I haven't seen any of them do it. That's the thing. Trump launched and took 80% of the supply. Other people just launch and immediate, like DaBaby launched a coin and just, I'm sure they just rugged it. And so none of these people bring anything of value outside of just stealing our liquidity and volume. Hegseth just, reverted the Fort Liberty. I saw, I played that on stream. He's on Adderall. Yeah, he is. You could tell. I mean, the thing is, it's like, dude, and he thinks it's like this never-ending well. Like, bro, people are gonna finally stop investing. You're not gonna be able to just say buy this coin and every coin's gonna go to 100 million. It's just, and plus, it's a trashy look, anyways. Nations become more post-materialistic as they advance. Vivek, materialism is peak third world mindset. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. The third world mindset, it's a different perspective than people growing up here. And it's not even about grinding or hard work. We just live a different lifestyle. I know what you're saying. And that also ties into the whole H-1B thing with people coming over and I mean, it's like, oh, they outwork Americans. Well, they have to. They're fighting for a green card. They're on like a 3-year temporary visa. Of course, they're going to have to work really hard. And that's more so the employer taking advantage of those people's situation, which people should be against. Is there another Trump coin? No, we're talking about someone else. Now, there's only one Trump coin. It's not doing very well right now. I mean, I wish Trump never would have launched anything. You need to grow your viewers so we can all pump coins and get rich together. Now, that's not a good idea, man. I mean, just pick a few coins that you believe in and invest into those and hold those. That's honestly the best advice I give. I mean, unless you have like no money, then you're probably gonna have to trade. Do you think we can, you're a Canadian, do you think we can share an economy and have open market and still keep our sovereignty? We are also very left-leaning and will push the Democrats back over the top. That's what I've been saying, and that's the issue with Trump. And I don't know why a single reporter doesn't ask Trump about the problem with them being the 51st state in terms of voting. That is the most... Trump continues to talk about the 51st state. It's a problem with their voting. But yeah, so what you're doing is what Kevin O'Leary wanted to do. It's basically having an open economy with the United States and some type of a really open, fair relationship, I guess. But you're still Canada. So I mean, that's what Kevin O'Leary suggested. Thoughts on Kalshi? I mean, it's just like poly market, but it's legal in the United States. Basically, that's my thoughts on it. That's really all I can say about it at this point. President of Central African Republic launched the coin. Yeah, I think people. To me, it looked like it was fake. It looked like it was AI that did that. That coin basically went to nothing, dude. I don't know. They just they just rug people. I mean, it's just the coin is done. 59 million. I mean, coins like this, dude, you just give it up. I mean, what if the United States actually launched the coin? What if the US just tweeted out, yeah, that's actually our coin. Immediately goes to 10 billion. All altcoins should be dumped at some point during the bull run. Yeah, I mean, the only thing you could say maybe keep is Bitcoin, because it seems like Bitcoin with the ETFs, it's not going to really go down significantly anymore because they're just going to be buying it up. Integrating with Canada is not a good idea in terms of voting. It's a terrible idea. But that's why it's like code red to Trump. Yeah, this is not smart. I mean, you could say maybe they'd start to turn. I don't know, man. Like, here's the Fartnoy coin if you want to see this. Is it back up? No, it's I saw when he bought it and it immediately tanked. It barely even went up. I mean, he can't even get these coins to go to like past 15, 20 million. What is the largest viewership in one show? Obviously, it was the election stream is by far it's not even close. The election stream I had like over like 45,000 people, but that was very short lived. Like, to be fair to me, I looked back on some of my streams, and I forgot this even happened, but I had like I was doing streams right like the days leading up to the election, and I had like one of the streams an average of like 5,000 viewers, the other stream 6,000. I mean, obviously it's like that you're not going to be able to maintain that. It's just because people are just looking because the election's upcoming. So you're not going to be able to keep those viewers, but I mean, that's better than I thought, honestly. Cuz that's not even election, honestly, even though it's like the days before to get like 4 or 5,000 people is good. Bitcoin will hit 1 million sooner or later. Well, it needs a real big run up here. Yeah, this is that fake Cuban coin you were talking about. What if Cuban launched this and then just rugged everyone? Cuban. Yeah, this is obviously very clearly just a rug, a typical rug you'll see. This is what they like to pull. Yeah, this coin. Wait, you're joking. I'm guessing this is fake liquidity. This is a fake market cap, I'm guessing. Yeah, if it's at it was an epic stream on election night. Yeah, that was a big, big stream. Trump needs to arrest the AG from New York. Alvin Bragg. Pepe, what's up, bro? Look at Vine with the. Is it tanking bad, Vine? I mean, down 15%. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty typical, man. Honestly. It'll probably hit a bottom at some point. But unfortunately, this is pretty typical with coins like on Solana that get launched. The reason Trump said not right now for JD is avoid placing a target on his back. Well, I think it's really early, but I mean, Trump could have said, he could have just said it's too early for that. He did immediately say no. But I mean, I do think there's not a big point. I was just a little bit surprised he immediately said no. I would have figured he would just say it's too early. But we could just be, reading too much into it. Can you explain to me, like M5, how you get value from having meme coins? Well, it's just like it's like any investment. I mean, if you buy the coin, really what you want to look at is market cap. If you buy the coin at 20 million and it goes to 60 million, it's a 3x, But it's just based off of hype and community, but that's what it's based off of. Hype, community, and then there could be outside factors like Donald Trump launching it. If it's Donald Trump's coin, people are going to buy it because it's Donald Trump. If another celebrity launches it, people might buy it because it's another celebrity. Or it's just a fun narrative and people end up buying it because of that. But I mean, the entire meme ecosystem is so bloated right now with coins. It's hard. Like all these new launches, I would say stay away from any of these new launches. I would filter through and look for coins like from 1 million to 5 million market cap, creation date, over 4 months ago at least. And then you at least find some coins that have some staying power. Do you think Elon will bring back Vine? I don't think so, because apparently TikTok is staying. He left at halftime. I thought Trump left even before halftime. They said he left in the second quarter. Maybe at the 2-minute warning. Thoughts on the Kanye tweets? I mean, I think it's pretty typical. It's just attention-seeking behavior from Kanye. You start tweeting out the degeneracy, the sex and whatever. I mean, it's just crap. What do you think of Move? Look at it. Yeah, you do recommend some decent coins, man. I'll be honest. Movement. Yeah, I mean, it's over $1 billion. Come on. This coin's over $1 billion. What do you want me to do with it? Fully diluted, it's $5.5 billion. Yeah, I'm not interested. Is buying Legos to resell for future a good form of investment? I would say no, it's not worth it. No, I mean, you can make money off of that. There are YouTube channels, they've got stockpiles of unopened sets, and when the sets retire, they become more valuable. I mean, it takes too long. Unless, dude, the only thing I can think of is if you find a specific set and you make it's literally like saying, all right, I'm going to invest $3,000 and you get maybe 10 sets if the total set price is $300. And then in 3 years, I mean, to be fair, if it does a 3x unopened, you could start selling them. I mean, that's it. And then you make $6,000 off that in a 3-year time frame. But I don't think that's worth it. I think just invest. Although, to be honest, you're probably, with the stock market, the gains are just so minimal. They're just so minimal in the stock market. Because if you just go into a normie S&P type thing, VU, something like that, I almost want, the stock market is just, you're getting a 10% return on a good year. It's NASDAQ 420 down 74% since Trump coin. Yeah, I mean, that's really every coin, bro. Every coin's gotten crushed. I mean, NASDAQ is one of my coins that I like, that I need to do well. I really need it to do well. And I was able to accumulate some at a pretty low price. I mean, it's still down there right now, but I mean, it definitely retraced more than I thought it was going to. Republicans will hold the House and Senate in 2026. Yeah, just based off of the seats that are up, it's the Senate seems like a lock. I mean, you can never really say that because the incumbent party normally struggles, but the Senate looks like a lock for the Republicans to retain power there. And then it just comes down to the House, I guess. But I don't even, I wonder if there is, you could probably look on, on Kalshi, and they might have 2026 markets because they normally have way far look ahead markets. Mike Johnson be the speaker, no longer be the speaker. Yeah, see, they've got the Democrats at its 77% chance right now. I mean, it's early, but the House is the important thing in 2026. And a lot of this is from just prior history of how the incumbents do in terms of the midterms. I mean, Trump didn't do well in 2018. Really nice bottom for the efficiency. Yeah, I mean, the efficiency coin is, I think it's still going to do very well. Yeah, you're right. I think it bottomed at 4 cents. Yeah. Yeah, it bottomed around around 4 cents. I would say it's bottomed, not financial advice. You hate gas fees? Yeah, gas fees are really low right now though for Ethereum, but gas fees are really annoying. I know what you're saying. I'm waiting for the GTA trailer to come out, guys. The GTA trailer is going to come out. Wait, when is Valentine's Day? Do you think the rumor about Josh Shapiro is true? I haven't read up enough about it to see. I was informed of it while I was streaming. So I'll have to do a video on it or something tomorrow and look into it. I mean, the whole Butler thing made no sense. I don't know if Shapiro's involved or not, but just in general, it made no sense. There's more to the story, obviously. Everybody knows that. Whether or not it's Shapiro, I don't know. Ever collab with another conservative YouTuber, commentator? Yeah, I collabed with Red Eagle Politics once. You like Dogecoin over... Well, Dogecoin is that, you're not going to get a huge X off of Dogecoin. I would say efficiency is way better than Dogecoin. I mean, and that's not me bad-mouthing Doge. It's based off of the price potential or X potential. Gas fees are really low right now. Dude, Ethereum has their gas fees. Gas fees are low because nobody is using Ethereum. Yeah, that's actually not necessarily true. They've upgraded. Ethereum has upgraded, and they've done some things that improve their gas a little bit. Their gas has improved pretty significantly. In general, gas fees are going to be low, or they've improved. I mean, people like bad-mouthing Ethereum. Why is Trump buying millions of dollars of Ethereum every day? Think about it. Ethereum is going to get to around 12,000, and then that's going to be phenomenal for just the Ethereum ecosystem. It's Friday. Yeah, that's when the GTA trailer is coming out. That'll be good. Apparently, that's when the GTA trailer is coming out, and then that's going to pump the Ethereum GTA. Check your Google Maps. I don't want to give my location away, man. I don't want to dox myself. But no, I have checked the Google Maps. So I know we saw. How do you survive on YouTube revenue? It's I get paid enough to be able to survive pretty easily. Solana ate Ethereum's lunch. Dude, look at Solana's ecosystem. It's total dog shit. Look at Pump Fund, all these things being built on Solana. It's not good for crypto at all. They say it onboards people. Yeah, people get onboarded into losing money. That's about all. That's all Phantom does. That's all Pump Fund does. It's just with Ethereum, it's a longer term investment. It's more of an investment type deal. If you buy an Ethereum coin, it is an investment. Solana, I'll agree, is more gambling. Yeah, I'll agree with people. Solana is gambling. Molten steel poured down in the basement for weeks after 9/11. the basement of the basement of the Twin Towers you're talking about. I'm not even sure you could get down there for a while. Trump killed Ethereum with his coin. Yeah, it was bad for Ethereum. I agree, but that to me, it's not gonna keep Ethereum down for long. It's just a blip. You need a meme coin of me? Well, listen, if you ever see a meme coin of me, my suggestion is don't buy it. That would be my suggestion, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. A border officer was caught smuggling illegals. Well, he needs to be fired and deported. How's the Brown Stadium situation going? They're fighting over government funds right now. They're fighting over funds pretty heavily on who's going to pay for it. And I think the fight is whether or not they're going to annex the area of Brook Park to make it Cleveland, because it'd be easier. Because Cleveland doesn't want to lose the Browns. And I mean, they'd still be the Cleveland Browns, but it's pretty stupid because where they want the stadium is just south, like 1 minute south. I mean, it's like connected basically. Brook Park, the line of Brook Park and Cleveland, but it's on the Brook Park side. And it has to be on the Brook Park side just based off of the land that they have available. So yeah, that's basically the situation. Kalshi has bets on what Trump will say during the State of the Union. That's actually a good idea. You know, I know, what is this thing? Tariffs imposed. Who will join Trump's administration? I thought Sachs already was the crypto czar. Will the U.S. control Panama Canal? 38%, Greenland 31%, Canada 19%. Yeah, I would say Greenland is the most likely out of these three. I'm surprised Panama Canal is at 38%. I think it's going to be hard to get the Panama Canal just based off of the dynamics of how much Panama relies on it. But I mean, it's possible. Can Trump run as VP? Yeah, he can actually run as VP. I believe it is legal for him, but it's something that's he's already 83 at that point. Browns have no leverage right now. The city should play hardball with them. Well, I mean, I think it can be worked out by just annexing that area. But it's a complicated situation because then what does Brook Park get out of it? Looked into Phantom Wallet, saw reviews of people saying their wallets got wiped away. Well, I don't think that's. I think that's probably them just doing something. I don't see how a wallet could get wiped away. That doesn't really happen. I mean, maybe their funds got stolen or something if they allowed their seed phrase to be compromised. But no, the problem with it is it's just there's a bunch of shit coins on there and people buy them and they lose money. If you use Phantom, I mean, I have some coins on Phantom like Greenland, but ETH at 2K in 2025 is bearish. Yeah, nobody thought it would be this low. It's not good. I mean, just Trump really hurt it. I mean, it'd be at 3,500 or 4,000 honestly if Trump didn't launch that coin, but it'll go back up. You think the deportation will ramp up next year with more funding? No, I agree with you. There's a lot of people that need to be deported. Trump's going to start deporting people, and he said he wanted to start deporting just people that committed crimes in general, and he's done with them. And El Salvador said, we'll take them. just people, even citizens that commit crimes, you can do that. I mean, because it's just, you can't have these people here that are career criminals, and Trump understands what to do. You'd be happy with Alberta and Saskatchewan, but that's it. Yeah, but it's just not going to happen though. I mean, unless there was some crazy situation in Canada to where both of those two provinces demanded to leave, and the United, I mean, then it could happen. But other than that, I mean, that's just gerrymandering the Republican areas. Let's be honest. What's this rumor that Josh Shapiro had something to do with the assassination attempt of Trump? Yeah, it's a rumor that came out from a let me see if I can just go to this account. I mean, these type of accounts, we would probably say, like what is this? I mean, oh man, that's a nice. All right, what is this, bro? Come on. See, this is probably not an account that's gonna be. Yeah, this is not an account that's gonna be leaking. I don't know about that rumor now, man. Tucker Carlson claims that Biden administration tried to have Trump killed. Piers Morgan YouTube channel has passed 1 million views in less than 3 years. Yeah, that's because he has a bunch of people on in a panel. It's easier to get views like that, honestly. When you have people on and it's the debates, he's able to get views that way. Piers Morgan is kind of a wacko though. He tries to have people on to debate, but then he interjects. But I guess he's more conservative. But some of the stuff he says is he's obsessed with January 6th, and I don't know. Thoughts on tariffs? Well, Trump needs tariffs because he has to generate money somehow if he's going to eliminate the income tax. Tariffs on steel against, yeah. Canada election chart. Yeah, that'll actually be interesting. It might have changed a bit. Conservative at 63. See, look at this. This is what I was saying. See how the conservatives come. It's going back up a little bit though. I think I'm back. No, I'm back, guys. I didn't get silenced. No, that was just a disconnection, I think. I just got to make sure I'm not dropping any frames. Yeah, I'm not dropping any more frames. I should be good. Testing. I think I'm good. Yeah. Wish Trump would comment on the Pakistani grooming gangs in UK. I know, but dude, at some point, these countries have to do something about it. They have to stand up for themselves. What do you want us to do exactly? The UK allowing that and allowing liberalism to still be. I mean, you would think you have those grooming gangs, and it would be okay. We're done with immigration. You think we're racist? We don't really give a fuck. We're done. I mean, at some point, the country has to do something. So, I mean, you can say reform UK. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens that's what gets developed. Mossad. This is not the real me. Yeah, they swapped me out with a double. I'm liberal now. I'm a Democrat now. I believe in. I mean, I want Obama to run for a third term. I really want to. I want Obama to run for president and AOC's the VP. Please. George Droid got me. Liberal arc. Hillary's a god. I mean, what happened to Hillary in 2016? Her emails, oh my goodness. Hillary's a hero, and she basically won the election, but Russia stole it from her with Trump. It's just, why did Trump steal the election with the help of Russia in 2016? I don't know. I feel so bad for Hillary. I still have the I'm with her. I went to one of her rallies. I got the I'm with her poster signed. She signed it for me. Bill Clinton signed it as well. Well, he didn't. He was getting a blowjob, but he would have signed it if he was there. Rest of the world should follow us in voting out their treasonous globalists. Well, yeah, but at some point it's like, I mean, you can't hold these countries' hands. I mean, Elon Musk is like, I know it's really bad, but like, what are you supposed to do? There's only some. I mean, Elon Musk is trying to change Europe a little bit. He's trying to make it more conservative, which is understandable, but it's like these countries need to wake up. Will the Dems run a male in 2028 or another female? I mean, it just depends on who steps up for them. I think they're going to run Jon Stewart, but I don't know if he even wants to, but I think that's who it's going to be. I mean, that would be a big win for them just to get away from the establishment of because their establishment is probably going to want, I don't know, just it depends whoever the hot name is, but it would be someone like Newsom or I don't think they would go with a woman just because they have not had success with that. I mean, Whitmer maybe as a VP. Probably answered this, but is Kalshi versus Polymarket best for return on investment? I think it just depends on what you're betting on. Some of the time, I'm like, so if you want to bet on a conservative majority, look at this. It's at 63%, and then look at Polymarket. If Polymarket's at 58%, then Polymarket would be a better return on investment. I think it's based off of, it's like a case-by-case thing. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this live stream. I did actually over 2 hours, I think. Like 7:45, yeah. 7:45 to 10. That is going to do it for this one. I got to try and stream something that's interesting because I think it'll help my viewers, but I don't know what to stream. When something interesting comes up, like maybe when a podcast comes out, but I don't know, that really didn't work when I tried doing it. There's got to be something.